Near-death experiences fascinate. I have sat with people who have had near-death experiences. Some of them are the positive kind, but there's also the distressing kind. I don't think this gets talked about nearly enough. The stories that get out there are the ones that are the positive ones. I saw the light and I changed my whole life and it was so positive. So according to PubMed Central, there's three. There's inverse, void, and hellish. I go on to explain that inverse is kind of like you're careened out of your body. They even go into a story like they were floating on top of the medical team and he was out of his body and he was like, no, this isn't right. Then there's the void, which is essentially exactly what it is. It's just vast emptiness. And then this one sounds absolutely terrifying, the hellish, which is the least common of the distressing NDEs, but it does happen. Now, the people that I've sat with and they shared their near-death experiences with me are ones that have experienced the positive ones. Like I went to the light and I saw angels and it was just so beautiful and I came back and I was a changed person and you shouldn't be afraid. But I've also sat with people who were careened out of their body or they were in the void. And as someone who works with death and dying every day, it is hard sometimes to hear these stories and not know what to say, because sometimes there's not anything that we can say when someone shares that. So I wanted to bring awareness here because this does happen. And something that I've heard is I don't know how to share it with people because they want me to say that it's this beautiful experience, but I didn't have that. And I couldn't even imagine if I had a near-death experience and it wasn't the rainbows and lollipops and angels and unicorns. I think I would probably feel the same way too. Now, if you go to that website and you read, they continue to talk about there's 3 different responses to distressing near-death experiences that are typically out there. Because it's a traumatic event, of course, you would have a response. Like the first one is a turnaround where it's like, I needed that. I needed that wake-up call to get my shit in order. The other one is reductionism. It's basically minimalizing the experience. Like, it's no big deal. My brain was just firing off things and it's no big deal. But the last one, the long haul, those that have spent decades with this experience and just are left with questions like what happened. So what are your thoughts on near-death experiences? Have you or someone that you knew experienced this too? Okay. Thanks for going down that rabbit hole with me. Sending you lots of love. Bye.